Hi, it's Lindsay Diane from DianeDecor.com. In this video, we're going to talk all about artificial trees, specifically the 10 best artificial trees for your home. For each type of tree, I'm going to let you know their characteristics, show you examples, and let you know the best places to use them in your home for home decoration. Let's get started. Artificial trees are a great element to use in your home for decoration. They are perfect because they are year-round. You don't have to really do anything to maintain them, and they're very, very versatile. So some of the ways that you can use artificial trees in your home for decor are to help anchor empty corners. So if you really need to fill out an empty corner or you need to anchor your furniture arrangement with something large to kind of balance out furniture pieces, an artificial tree is great for that. You can also use it to block the view of other things that you don't want to see. So you may use it in front of a window if there's just, your neighbor's old broken down car sitting in the driveway. That might be a great place to put an artificial tree so that you're kind of blocking that view without having to have the shades drawn all the time and losing your light. Instead, an artificial tree might be a perfect thing to block a view of something that you really don't want to see. They're also great to flank on the sides of doorways and entryways and archways to create a nice symmetry and balance in your space. And they are great for softening a lot of hard edges. So depending upon your interior style, you may have a lot of sharp angular edges in your furniture and in your decorative accents. But a tree is going to have some soft organic edges to it, some nice rounded feeling about it, so that will help balance out some of your more angular pieces in your space. All of these are fantastic ways to use artificial trees as decor. Now let's get into the 10 best artificial trees to use in your home. First up is the olive tree. Now an olive tree is great because it has these nice slender branches and it has these sort of green, gray, kind of neutral leaves that aren't too big. And also a lot of the times you'll see the little olives clustered in with the leaves that just lend to an even more realistic look. Now an olive tree is great because it just has a subtle coloring to it. It's not anything that's too bold, it's not striped, it's not patterned. It's a medium, small to medium size leaf, and it's a really neutral color that is going to blend in with pretty much anything. It has a nice airy structure to it, and it's good if you want that sort of like a Mediterranean feeling in your home. The best places to use an olive tree is in a living room, an entryway, or a sunroom. Number 2 is a eucalyptus tree. Now a eucalyptus tree does share some of the same characteristics as the olive tree. It's more of a nice, light, airy tree, but the leaves are rounded on the eucalyptus tree and they are more of like a greenish silver or a gray silver. A lot of the times the eucalyptus leaves come flocked on one side, which means they almost have like a kind of powdery coating on them that gives them that sort of whitish silver look. Eucalyptus trees are fantastic if you want to create that like spa-like atmosphere. They are very modern and they go with almost any interior design style. The best places to use a eucalyptus tree in your home are going to be the bedroom or the bathroom because they do have that really calming, relaxing, spa-like feeling about them. But of course, you could always just kind of put them in a woven planter or a basket and tuck them into a corner of a living room or a home office as well. Number 3 is the ficus tree. Now the ficus tree is much more robust than the prior two that we talked about in this list. They have broad, glossy leaves to them, and they usually have a tall trunk. You'll often find the ficus tree have a multi-trunk situation where they're all kind of spiraling together with some vines. This is a very popular look for the artificial ficus. So if you are looking for something that has a lot more going on with it, it's a lot more dimensional, and it's sort of a little bit more bigger and robust, then go for a ficus tree. It does have that deeper green shade to it, so consider that when you are placing it amongst your decor. Because the ficus adds so much fullness and height, they are really great for anchoring a space. So if you need some weight in a particular area of your room, consider getting a ficus. They're great to flank on either side of a sofa, and they're also really great to put in the corner of a home office, just like I have back here. Next up is a citrus tree. Now, this is something that has been gaining popularity over the last year. Now, citrus trees are very thin and wispy. So if you do not want a big, bold tree, consider something like a citrus tree. You're going to see mostly branches for this, and you're going to see little tiny leaves. Typically, the leaves are small and glossy, and if you have a faux fruit on them, it's going to be like a lemon or an orange, although more often than not, you're probably not going to get an artificial tree with the fruit on it. It's also a better look if you have it indoors, right? Because how many people are really growing orange trees indoors? It's a little bit of an odd look to have the fruit on it, but nonetheless, they are a beautiful tree, especially if you have a minimalist look going on in your space. They will add that little splash of green color, and you won't have any of the maintenance associated with the tree. Some of the best places to use these are in kitchens or in dining nooks, or you may have it on a covered patio to sort of brighten up that space. Next up is a Monstera tree. Now, these are, again, a very large and in charge sort of tree. Unlike the ficus, the Monstera is going to have much fewer leaves, but they are going to be monstrous. They will be huge. So when you get a Monstera, you're looking at a tree that maybe has 5 or 7 leaves to it. Maybe at most you might see 10, but they are going to be massive. Now, they are, of course, known for these dramatic split leaves. They have a very tropical look to them. They are great if you want to make a bold statement, particularly in a contemporary style space. Now, because of its size, the best place to put a Monstera tree is going to be in a corner. You want to tuck it away in a corner. You can add that weight to your space to help balance out a furniture arrangement or a fireplace or something like that. But it's really going to be too big and bold for you to have it floating out too far away from a wall. So a corner really is the best place for it. You can add a really pretty white geometric style planter at the bottom to really just give it a fantastic look. It will look beautiful, it will look tropical, and it's also great for obscuring views if you need to do that as well. Number 6 is the palm tree. Now, the palm trees that we see for indoors are usually have the younger palm fronds to them. So you're going to see some smaller sort of leaves on these than ones that you may see like on a sidewalk out someplace. The really mature ones that are super tall and they have these huge fronds. The indoor palm trees are going to be much smaller. The leaves are going to be a little bit wispier, which is just perfect for indoor decor. If you want to add a little bit of movement into your space, this is a really great tree. Because of the way the tree sprouts up and arches over, it gives it a really great sense of movement. And this is really nice to have if you want to add like that sort of airy, lighter feel into your space. Think about an indoor palm tree. If you want to go the route of the palm tree, they are really great to use in sunrooms or by windows and are great to soften the edges around a patio or a hallway. Now, if you really need to fill some vertical space, a bamboo tree is the way to go. A bamboo tree is going to be tall and slender and have a lot of trunks sprouting straight up, and then you're going to have these nice sort of medium-sized leaves branching off of it. Now, the bamboo is just a very clean line choice, so they go really great with a modern interior. They will add a lot of height without taking up too much visual space because they don't fan out so much as they go kind of vertical. And so if you have like a living room with a double height ceiling or a dining room with a double height ceiling and you're really trying to fill up some of that space, consider going with something like the bamboo tree. It can make your space feel taller and airier. They're great for corners. They're also great for bathrooms, for flanking the sides of a console table, or even an entryway bench. Next up is the Fiddle-Leaf Fig. Now, this was all the rage about 10 years ago. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing about a Fiddle-Leaf Fig. Now, they are very cool plants. They have these super big, broad leaves that kind of sprout out in each direction. They are a fantastic way to anchor a space. They have a nice, rich green color to them, and they have a very sort of upright structure. So they're not kind of bending over like you might see with the palm. Instead, they really are going up vertically, but they have the broad leaves that are going to sprout out in each direction. Now, this is a very dramatic looking tree, and that's part of what made it so popular. It was just such a statement piece to place in your home, and it still is, even though there are other things that are gaining popularity, like the olive trees and the citrus trees. The Fiddle-Leaf Fig is still around, and it still does the same thing. It makes a statement. So if you want to make a statement with the greenery in your space, consider going with that Fiddle-Leaf Fig. It is great for living rooms and bedrooms and home offices. And because it's so dramatic on its own, you should pair it with a more subtle, understated planter or pot. Number 9 is the Bird of Paradise. Now, this is most often known for its really colorful flowers, the Bird of Paradise flowers, but the tree itself is a really beautiful statement piece. It has these big, long, sort of oblong, oval leaves to it that sprout straight up and kind of fan out a little bit. It has a great tropical vibe, so if you are going for that tropical or coastal style, this is a great option. More often than not, you're going to see the tree version without the florals on it. So you still have that nice neutral sort of green base without having to worry about any brightly colored flowers on it. It's great if you want to add some drama and a real statement into your space. Much like the Fiddle-Leaf Fig, it's just a very bold choice for an indoor tree, but it works really, really well in the corner of a room. It is great near a fireplace, and it's fantastic to balance out low furniture because it has such a great height to it. Next up is the Japanese Pieris, also referred to as Pieris japonica or Japanese Andromeda. Now, this tree is really, really pretty, and it is gaining popularity over the last year or so, just like the citrus tree. I would say that this is almost like a mashup between a ficus tree and a citrus tree. It has a nice, light, airy feeling like the citrus tree, but the leaves are a little bit larger, more akin to those on the ficus tree. It also has this sort of multi-trunk spiraling situation where you can see them kind of getting tangled up in one another as they move up the tree, and it's just a really, really beautiful look. If you want something that is nice and soft and romantic and really there to kind of soften out some hard edges, this is a really beautiful pick. You're probably not going to get a lot in the way of obscuring any views or even balancing too much furniture because it doesn't have a lot of weight to it, right? It's a very airy tree. But if you're just looking for something really beautiful and soft to look at, this is a great pick. And I want to just sneak one more in here as an honorable mention, and that is the artificial cedar tree. These are fantastic as outdoor trees. Now, the cedar tree is usually sort of shaped really pretty into like a long, skinny, triangular look, which it makes it really great to flank on either side of your porch, or you can even use them as sort of outdoor Christmas trees in the winter time. The cedars are really pretty. Lots of people use them as privacy trees if you can get them to go big enough. You would have like a row of cedar going down your fence line, and they grow big and they're great for privacy trees. If you wanted to use the artificial cedars in that way and create a little bit of privacy on a patio, get yourself one of those long rectangular planter boxes and then go ahead and set in a row, maybe 3 or 4 of the faux cedar trees, and you will instantly have a little privacy wall that's going to stay evergreen all year round. You don't have to maintain it, and it's going to be a perfect addition to a patio. That's it for this video on the 10 best artificial trees to use for home decor. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to visit me at DianeDecor.com. I post all about home decorating ideas and inspiration over there. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.